We are live. Welcome to the YouTube live. It's your boy Antoine Campbell. Uh, if you're trying to take your business to the next level using cold callers, watch the video from the start to the end. If you're watching the replay, don't skip through it, don't pause. I can promise and guarantee you that it's going to be worth it. We're going to be talking about the perfect cold calling script that I created over the last 2 years that I've been using for all of the virtual assistants that we train, as well as some of my VIP clients. We're going to let you guys see it today, and if you want a copy, reach out to us. And most importantly, if you want to get started generating leads and you haven't gotten started generating leads for your business, DM me or reach out to me directly so we can get you set up. And we're going to go straight into the script. The biggest thing about a script is people make it so long and drawn out and unrelatable that it's ineffective. People don't like to be sold or feel like they've been, it's marketed to, or you're selling to. They like to just have genuine conversations with other people, and if there is a solution to solve their needs, then they're okay with exploring it. But the fact that if you're calling somebody and it feels salesy or if it feels unpersonable, you're never going to make the connection and get the conversion you need to generate leads. So that's why I don't like long-winded scripts, all of these different paragraphs. I just like to teach people a basic framework that allow them to use their personalities to convert more prospects. So let me share my screen. And, once again, I don't like making long-winded videos. So if you just looking to get started in real estate, my videos is perfect because it's very effective. Let me share. So basically, on the cold calling, you want to introduce yourself and sound human as possible. So we always want to address people by first name and then acknowledge people and let people know who you are and the company you work for. If not, you don't have to say the company you work for. That's not a deal breaker, but it definitely helps stir the conversation in the right direction. And then you want to show people that you care about them by always putting their feelings first. So the first step to the cold call is the introduction. You can call somebody, let's say we call him Mr. Jameson. And you can say, hey, Mr. Jameson, or hey, Jameson, this is Antoine Campbell giving you a call from North America's Cash Offer. How your day going so far? Right? You see what that does? That literally makes it sound like, oh, this is a personable or personal conversation. It's not like a sales, follow the script, ask a trillion questions conversation. And then you get straight into the pitch, right? You want to say, hey, Mr. James, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I was calling to see if you may be open to receiving a fair cash offer on your property at 123 Lock Raven Drive. Does that sound like something you'll consider? You could break that down. You could shorten it. You can widen it a little bit, but just to stick with the net. And then we just included basic rebuttals. I'm not interested. These are the most common rebuttals out of thousands of conversations we listened to over the years. And we just, these the most common objections, and then we created the most common rebuttals to match that. And you can say something like, if a person I'm not interested, I completely understand, Jameson. Many of the homeowners I've spoken to felt the same way initially, but they were surprised at how our office helped them solve issues they didn't even realize they had. Can I ask you if there's a specific reason you're not interested, or it's just the timing? Once again, you want to take this and simplify it to your point of view. We don't teach VAs and our clients to read script word for word. We just give them frameworks so that way they can have a good way of saying things and getting through the progressions of generating a lead. Another major objection is, how did you get my number? That's a great question, Jameson. We work with a lot of public property records to identify homes that may be a good fit for our cash offers. Rest assured, we're not here to sell anything. We're just looking to see if you're open to receiving an offer that works for you. So then number 3 is, this is the most common ones. I'm not looking to sell right now. Listen, Mr. Jameson, I totally get it. Many people I speak with aren't actively looking to sell, but they keep their options open in case the right offer comes along. Would it make sense for me to give you a quick estimate on what you could offer, or just to have the info in the future? Now, this is for someone, that's okay with making offers over the phone or giving an offer range. Sometimes we get a lot of clients whose VA understands offers and offer ranges. So they are given permission to give these offer ranges to see if they're even interested in an offer. So that's one of the biggest things. Or if you're actually doing cold calls yourself, you can give an offer range. Then another objection is your offer won't be high enough. And then you can say, hey, Mr. Jameson, that's a fair concern. The good thing about working with us is our offers are no obligation offers based on fair market data, and we can offer a faster closing than typical traditional buyers. Would you be open to exploring the numbers with no pressure to commit? So once again, our approach is we are not pressuring you. We're just trying to give you an offer and then let you decide based on that. The more frogs you kiss, the quicker you're going to find your princess. That's how I look at it in real estate. If you're trying to overqualify someone, you're never going to generate enough leads. You know what I mean? So the premise is someone's interested in receiving an offer, someone has a house to receive an offer on, then send them over to the salesperson. Now, the salesperson may complain and say, hey, this lead isn't motivated. These are no good leads, blah, blah, blah. It's up for them to get good to identify that early. Wouldn't you want me to have you give you 100 leads in 1 month, then 20 leads in 1 month? Wouldn't you think your closing ratio would be a lot better with 100 people that's interested in getting an offer than only talking to 20 people that may be thinking about selling? So that's how you got to look at things. Here's the frame one. Someone said, I need to think about it. And you can say, of course, Jameson, it's a big decision and I want you to feel comfortable. Can I ask what specifically would you like to think about? Maybe I can provide you some additional info to help you decide. And once again, dress it up, right? Style it up the way you want it. As long as it's in that parameter, then you're good to go. So we have some follow-up stuff, but this is more so like for people who runs a really sophisticated team with like a junior sales manager or a lead manager, a person who's overcharged atop of the VAs, and it's just really trying to make sure the leads get to the acquisition team. So we're not going to go into these because, like I said, we work with so many different clients. One of the other things too is the best way to convert a lot of leads is to do what we call a one-call transfer. So your cold caller, once they get a person, yes, I'm interested in the offer, based on your availability, they will literally transfer the lead straight to them. So it will go something like, okay, give me a second, let me get my home buying specialist on the phone. Then they call you, hey, I have a lead for you. Here's the information. I just texted to you as well. Then they tap you in. Hey, Mr. Jameson, this is Antoine, our home buying specialist. He's going to take the conversation from here to see if he can get you a great fair offer like I was explaining to you. And then you hang up and you move on to the next call. Now, a lot of softwares, when you do a one-call transfer, the beautiful thing about it still records that call. So even after the fact, you can literally go back and listen to what the acquisition manager say just to make sure he or she is doing the right thing. So if you're not using one-call transfers, you're definitely leaving out. You know what I mean? So you want to focus on the quality of the conversations. You want to track every interaction in the CRM. So if you're not using the CRM or some type of spreadsheet, every time you talk to a prospect on the phone, you want to, keep track of that conversation, what it was like, who you talked to, how long you talked about it, when you're going to call them back, just in case another person or another VA or another employee come behind and see that same exact lead. They can have some insight on what we already discussed with that person. You want to make sure that you're being trained on objections regularly. So if you run a team or if you run your own real estate business, you want to make objection training like a weekly thing, cold calling simulation training a weekly thing. I get you busy and you got a job, but if you want to be successful in real estate, these are the essential things you want to do. So then you want to optimize your calling time. So from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. is some of the most effective times to cold call. And then you want to set daily goals for your cold calling team. Set realistic goals. We get a lot of clients who get VAs and hey, I need you to generate 9 leads a day, or I need you to generate 5 leads a day. Be realistic. 0 to 3 leads a day is fair enough. Why I say 0? Because some days you may get 0, some days you may get 3, 4, 5. And it usually averages out to be 1 to 3 leads a day. Now, if it averages out to be 0 leads a day, then I mean they're not generating any leads at all. But if it averages out to be 1 or 2 leads a day, then that's pretty okay for a cold caller. And one of the biggest things you gotta look at is technique, which is the script that I just provided you, as well as training, ongoing training, listening to the calls, practicing. Most clients don't get success from cold calling. It's because their VA go rogue and they do what they want to do because the client doesn't have a proper infrastructure to facilitate quality training and measurements. Measurements meaning, okay, how these calls sound compared to these calls, and then how this training make these calls sound even better 2-3 weeks later. Most clients just give the VA the dollar, throw them some numbers, and just say, here you go. And then the only time they're concerned is when they paying and they're not seeing any results. So you don't want to just be the client that's just frustrated because you're not seeing the results. You have to roll your sleeves up and literally run it like a legitimate business. And that's why the script is the most essential important thing. And if you can keep it simple and effective and humanize it to the point it sounds like a regular person, you're definitely going to be successful. So listen, if you want to copy this script, DM me. Like I said, we never, ever give out our scripts publicly because we give them to clients who hire virtual assistants to our agency. Because for the simple fact, why would we give you a script? You're not working with us and you're not, investing with us and you're not, taking our resources and being successful with it. So why would we give you a script and then you're not properly training and it's a lot. So, you get a lot of junkies, script junkies or information junkies who just want the information and don't use it. So that's why I purposely don't give away scripts. But if you're interested in a script, definitely send me a message on Instagram. It's a very effective script because you know why? It's very simple. Call somebody, address them by first name, ask them how their day is, and then say, hey, the reason why I'm calling you because I want to see if you're open and interested in receiving a no obligation offer on your property at blah, 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 blah. That's it. They can even say yes or no. They say no, okay, great, no problem. Let me ask you, is it the timing or you just not open to seeing how much you can get for your house? Like I said, this will produce a lot of more leads. This will make you way more successful. And if you follow this script, I guarantee you get deals on the contract. We have some clients make $30,000, $40,000 in 3 months, 2 months, $20,000 in 45 days. Like I'm not promising you want to make $10 million. But what I will promise you is if you get enough leads and you make enough offers and you give enough offers and you're smart about it and you're strategic about it, you're definitely going to get deals on the contract. And that's the biggest thing that people think that, I pay for the software, where's my money, where's my results? It's deeper than just paying for softwares and tools and consultants and coaching. It's a business you're building. You have to understand and respect that. And if you don't have enough time to do it, then just figure out where do you fit in. And I already dropped 3 videos in the last 2 weeks to show you how to do it without the VAs. And a person who owns a VA company is giving you this information. Why? Because I genuinely care about everybody that watches my content because I'm not just here to shove affiliate links and sell you stuff. I'm actually here to help you and show you all of your different options and the best way to run your business. So that's one of the biggest things that separate me from the rest of the herd is that there's multiple ways to skin a cat. That don't mean because one person is doing this and showing you this way that's the only and right way. No, 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 no. There's other opportunities and ways to do things. You just got to get information on it, get educated, and then train yourself and then implement it. Simple as that. That's how business works. So once you understand how business work, you're going to, you know, blow your business up, and you're going to be making 30, 40, $50,000 every 60 days. You know, I don't know too many people outside of owning a business who can generate $50,000, $60,000 in 2 months. Um, Most people barely make $40,000 a year. Like, let me see. Let me ask Google, like, what is the average salary in America? Okay, Google, what is the average salary in America?
According to Sophie, the average salary in the U.S. is $63,795, according to the latest data from the Social Security Administration.
Okay, so the average salary in America is $63,000. That means if you take billions of people and you line them up and you get an average number, the average person makes $63,000. So if you can take a system like I'm teaching you guys, and you can take a real estate and generate between $30,000 and $60,000 every 30 to 60 days, you literally can make that 4 or 5 times in a year if you know what you're doing. If you have a strategy, most businesses fail because they lack strategy and infrastructure. The reason why franchises are successful and people invest in McDonald's and Chick-fil-A's and Wendy's and Taco Bell's and all of that, and they're successful is because they built a brand name. They made things very simple for their employees that they can go hire 16-year-olds to come into the business and do everything effectively. Everything is SOP'd out. Everything is structured. They take a seriousness to training, and they manage very sufficiently. And then it's a cut and dry operation. You got to do everything a certain way, and that's why they're successful. So if you look at real estate wholesaling, the reason why most people fail, they watch from YouTube video after YouTube video. They watch, you know, they download script after script, contract after contract. They go follow influencer after influencer, and they like at the end of it, they're not making any money because they don't have a system. They don't have a business. They don't have structure. So when you have this cold call and simple script like this, and you implement this, and you make this a core part of your lead generation team, and you train them, and you listen to their calls, and you take seriousness of it, you set them up for success. You have mechanisms that deter them from doing bad things. You're going to be a successful business owner. But if you're the type of person that just want to pay money and forget about it and yell at people at the end of the week because you ain't haven't taken the time to manage your business, that's all on you. That's all I'm saying. So once you understand that, you're going to grow your business to the next level. Once you understand how to generate quality leads, how to grow your business using effective scripts, and then how to just tell people do they want to get an offer in their house. Because that's a lot better than just calling somebody and then saying, hey, do you want to sell your house? They haven't thought about it, because selling a house is a different level of commitment. You got to understand the way the psychology of the brain works. You know, selling a house means I thought about it. I'm committed to doing it. I know I'm moving the kids to a different school. I know I got to go to the DMV and change my tags. I already talked about this to my husband or wife. It's a done deal. We're going to sell the house. Versus, do you want to receive an offer on your house? It's a different barrier of entry. You're going to get way more leads. And then you just work your way up to, if they like the offer and it makes sense, now they can talk about the idea of selling their house. They can, once you give them the offer, or you can say, hey, listen, Mr. Seller, you sound like a nice gentleman. Before we get started, is there somebody that we should include in this conversation that's going to help you make the ultimate decision? You see, like, you ever done something and at the end of it, they say, well, I still got to go talk to this person. But if you address that early on before you get into your whole pitch and your spiel, and this is acquisition stuff outside of cold calling stuff, but it all works, right? You're gonna realize that, man, I'm talking to people that can't or won't or don't have the authority to make self decisions by themselves. So I have to include whoever that other person may be early into this, so that way by the time we all come to the conclusion that this makes sense, everyone is in agreement. And we're getting into all of that inside the sales training. But listen, my time is up. I don't like making YouTube videos too long because newbies, they're very impatient. I just wanted to make a video to teach and show you how to effectively cold call and use my simple cold calling script that we kept away from everybody for the last 2 years. We only give this to our VAs and our clients. So at the end of the day, if you're interested in working with us and hiring a virtual assistant, or even if you want to get started, like if you haven't gotten started yet, we have an amazing program called Business in a Box, and I would love for you to be a part of it. Where we come in and we set up your entire business from A to Z. You heard me, A to Z. We help so many people this year. Make money, not just set their business up, but actually make money. And the difference between the people that make money and don't make money is simple. The commitment, the discipline, the commitment to infrastructure, the commitment to working with their VAs, the commitment to following back up their leads, the commitment to sitting down and watching all the videos that's in the modules, and the commitment to saying this must work, this have to work. But if you're not committed and comfortable, no program you buy or purchase won't work. Simple as that. So if you want somebody to help you pass the cut line and literally help you get everything going, set up, from getting the VAs to getting all the systems and getting trained on acquisition, disposition, to literally getting your first deal on a contract, go to my website, CEO929.com/booking and book a call, CEO929.com. Even if you're watching a replay, I don't care if it's 2 or 3 months down the road, still head over there and book a call. It won't hurt you to speak to me or somebody from my team to talk about what your needs are and where you're trying to go. If you've been studying real estate for the last 5-6 months and you haven't had to close a deal, you need to be speaking to me now. Literally, you need to be talking to me to get a strategy. Obviously, you have to invest, you have to spend money. And most people who don't want to spend money on themselves and invest are the people that usually never do a deal. So that being said, I'll be back with some more content. In fact, the few people that's watching, a lot of people, they watch the replay, but I still like to just do my videos live. I don't know. I've just been doing this for the last 5 years this way. Do the videos live. If you have any questions, drop your questions in the comments or just tell me where you're watching from. I'm going to wait for you guys for 1 second. We have an amazing sale on leads this weekend. We're giving out 20,000 leads for $150. You must have cash in hand. Be ready. There's no I need to think about it. There's no let me talk to my wife. Literally $150 for leads. 25,000 leads. Already with the phone numbers. Any county or city of your choice. As long as it's not past 25,000 records, we're sending it right over to you within 3 to 4 hours. If you're interested in that, reach out to me on my IG at CEO929 or my personal Facebook page. I don't know the Facebook page, but my IG is at CEO929. And this is a great way to get your cold calling going. Get your VA, whether you need a VA through us or you want to go hire a VA on your own, I don't care. Get your cold calling going. Get coming in January hot and strong. And just getting on the phones and talking to people and making offers is the only way you're going to get deals on the contract. Thank you. You always watching our videos. Whenever you're ready to, work with us and get started. I'm not sure if you're doing deals yet or if you just, a person that just like to watch the videos. But I'll be more than happy to talk to you about how to get going and how to, close your deals and make some money. But if you're not actually making money yet and it's been more than 3 to 5 to 6 months, get on a call with me and talk about how we can figure out a way to help you make money. The only way to make money is to market. If you're not marketing and getting people into your pipeline and say, yes, I'm interested in receiving an offer from my house, you're not going to make money. You're not even giving yourself a chance to even make an offer because you're not marketing. So that's where the $150 come in. I mean, that's the first commitment, to get the leads. And then, load them up in the dialer. Then have your VA make the calls or you make the calls. And then you get people, you sift through the leads and you get people interested and you make the offers and then you get deals on the contract. That's the way this works. So hopefully, So hopefully, yeah. What else I was about to say? I lost my train of thought. Somebody text me. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody drop where they watching from. Where you watching from? I know we got some people from the Philadelphia. We always usually have people like from Texas and California watching. That's why I go live like between 2 and 3 because that's not inconveniencing a lot of people from so many different time zones. But listen, I'm going to get my weekend started. Got a lot to do. We're launching a new cold calling program where we're going to be cold calling for clients. We launching a new school group. We are going to be JVing with people. It's going to be amazing 2025. So just drop whoever you just joined the live, just drop where you're watching from, comment, let me know where you're watching from. If you have any questions, put your questions. I'm going to get off in the next 52 seconds. Like I said, we want to make sure that we provide as much value to our clients and we don't really give out our scripts. But if you've seen the script today, you'll know that it's very effective and it's going to take your business to the next level. All right, enjoy your weekend.